Hi guys, it's Sherry and welcome to The Eyes Have It. Today I'm doing a little TWOFER review today of both sunscreens. One I like and one I don't. Let's start with the one I like. I didn't like it in the beginning, I will say, but it grew on me. This is the Neutrogena UltraSheer Liquid Sunscreen. It is SPF 70, and some people might say, well, why would you need such a high SPF? Well, I have, as I've talked about before, I have age spots. And I've been trying things to reduce the age spots, but it was a losing battle when I was using a lower sunscreen, like just the sunscreen that's in my moisturizer or whatever. And so it just seemed like I could never gain ground on these age spots until I started to use a higher sunscreen. So I started to use this 70 based on, I believe it's Angie from Hot and Flashy that uses it. So I tried it after hearing her talk about it. And I used this first bottle, and it is now almost up. One of the things I want to talk about first is that it does have a BB in it, so that before you use it, every time you have to shake. So the two things I didn't like about it in the beginning are that it was too liquidy and that it had sort of a grainy texture. Well, the texture part was because I didn't know I was supposed to be doing this. So once I started shaking every time before I put it on, that took care of the graininess. And the liquidness, that it is what it is. And actually, over time, 2 or 3 months I've been using this baby, I came to realize that it's actually a benefit because, as I said in one of my videos, I think maybe a skincare video where I was showing it, is that with a more liquidy sunscreen, I can see exactly where it's going, and I can put just as much as I need and not waste any. So this has lasted me a long time, even though it's only, let's see, where is it? Where does it say how much it is? I'm assuming 1.4 fluid ounce. It says there on the packaging. So it is water resistant up to 80 minutes. And I put it on under makeup. So it says it's the #1 dermatologist recommended sun care. So I trust Neutrogena. I think they're a great company. So just to show you, this is what it looks like when, the bottle's almost empty. So, I mean, it's like really almost empty. There we go. So, because it's liquidy and I'm used to using a thicker product, you do have to get used to using it. If you're not used to using something that liquidy, if you put out too much, it's going to run off your hand, that type of thing. So what I normally do is I put some in my hand or on my hand, and then I just take a little and I dab, and I concentrate more sort of in this area where most of my age spots are, but I do have them here now and also across my forehead. But I try to focus them where the age spots are. And I think it blends in very nicely. As you can see, it's already gone. And that's another benefit of having a lighter weight product. And then I'll quickly show you, that one's empty anyhow, so I was getting ready to take this one out of the box. And I was fortunate enough, I was at CVS a month or so ago, and they actually were having BOGO, I think it was a BOGO, or buy one, get 50% off or something on these. And so I actually picked up 2, and I was needing one anyhow. So now this is a much heavier, bottle because it's full. So you can see that the BB is really loud because there's almost nothing left in there. and here it's not as much. So I didn't notice it in the beginning. So give it a good shake. And then we're going to try that again. It's about the same consistency. And like I said, the graininess that I noticed before, I don't notice now because I shake. So I'm enjoying it, and I really feel like it is slowed. I mean, I certainly am not without my age spots now. Wouldn't that be lovely? But I do feel like I'm holding the line now, whereas I felt like I was losing ground before. I do feel like I'm holding my ground and gaining a little bit on the age spot, so that's a good thing. The other one I wanted to talk about is something I haven't liked so much, even though it is very popular. I originally heard about it on YouTube. I don't remember who, but somebody recommended this, and I was looking for something. This is, I think, before I found this, and I was looking for something for the face, and I heard great things about this. So I went to Amazon and I bought it. And it's very well reviewed on Amazon. And whoever was, I heard about it from YouTube, just was raving about it. This is MDSolarSciences Mineral Creme, Broad Spectrum SPF 50 UVA UVB Sunscreen. So as you can see, I've gotten some use out of it. I do not use it, however, on my face. From the very beginning, I did not like the feel of it on my face. And so I've been using it on my forearms, which get a lot of sun because of me walking the dog. So it too says you're supposed to shake it, which when the tube is full is nearly impossible. And even as the tube starts to empty, you have to get some air in there before you can shake it. It is very thick. It's the opposite of the one I just showed you. Okay. So it's very, very thick. It has what I call a silicone type of texture. In the start, it feels almost like a greasy texture, like a really heavy lotion. But I don't really think that's what it is. But, you know, what I started using it for was my arms. And the problem became, now I got a lot of it right now. I got a lot more than I need. But, you know, when I start to rub it in, oh, it feels so heavy and greasy. And it's also a little difficult to see where you've covered already. I have continued to use it, as you can see from the tube. I've used over half of it. I have continued to use it on my arms, but I just could not handle that texture on my face. Like right now, my hands are really, really slippery. And like I said, I think it's more of a silicone type of thing than it is grease per se. But right now, I feel like if I touched my shirt, I would stain it. And that probably isn't true. It's just how it feels. It feels like in between my fingers, everything is feels very greasy. So I would say I would not probably repurchase this. As I recall, and I forgot to look before I started this video, but as I recall, it is not cheap. So I probably would not repurchase. I would probably just continue to use the Banana Boat spray on my arms that I use when I go to the beach. So I would say might be for you, was not for me, despite the fact that I have very dry skin. It just felt way too heavy to me. Okay, that's all I have for right now. Hope you're getting ready for some fall. We have a big change of weather this week. We went from 110-degree heat index and hot and sunny to very, very dark and cloudy and rainy. So it's been a real transition for us. All right, that's all for right now. Talk to you next time. Bye.